He was cheating.
How I woke this man up out of his sleep at 5:20 a.m. because I was like, he cheating on me. Yeah, he cheating on me. So I'm right here in my bed. He right here cuddled up on me. And then I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I remember this. So he FaceTimed me. And he was on the ground laid out like this, like being dragged. Like he was in boxers, green and black boxers to be specific. And it was police in the background saying, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands behind you. And I'm on FaceTime talking about what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Y'all, they picked the man up by his arms, had him in the air dangling, like his legs was dangling, like when you hold kids and their legs start spinning. They took him out of the room. Do you know how embarrassed I was? That was embarrassing. So I was like, hold on, what's going on? There was this girl. She was brunette and she was just standing there. And the place looked real dirty. Like it was, I didn't know if it was like an empty hotel or what house they was at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what house they was at. But the police took him out. And then so I'm talking to the girl, but I'm talking to her through the mirror. Instead of the phone, it was the mirror. And I was like, what's going on? Y'all been sleeping together? And she was like, no. But she's being like she don't want to tell me. And I was like, just tell me. She was like, no, we was just cuddling together. I was like, in his boxers. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, just tell me if y'all did something. She said, no, we never did the do, but he gave me some, and I gave him back the guap guap. And I said, really? Oh, okay. So what else happened? Like, did you was you knocking boots with my man? Just tell me, girl, like girl code. So I'm not about to go bail him out. So she was like, no, it didn't get that far. And I was like, I want you to be for real. And she said, okay, yes, it did. Y'all, and then tell me why the police was telling the next guy to pull up his boxers and telling the girl to put her drawers on. So I said, not you in here having a foursome. Not you in here having a foursome while you cuddled up with me. Y'all, I got up out of my sleep. I was sweating. I said, get up. Yeah, he said, what now? And I said, you cheating on me? He was like, Tish, what? Now come now. And I was like, you're cheating on me. And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like explaining to him what happened. And he said, so I was with a white girl? And I said, yeah. And then he was like, and I was in a crack house. And I said, yeah. And then I was like, so go ahead and tell me right now because, you know, everybody know that dreams, it's be for real. So what's up? And he was like, Tish,